Alright, so I had this sort of like spur of the moment idea to do while I was driving back from doing errands with my mom. And I want to show you guys what my usual routine is for writing and everything. And this, I hope, promises to be a very short video, shorter than the updates video for the channel and everything. So, yeah. This is Kat the Current Author here at the Magic Library, and today we are primarily going to be just watching me write and watching me either procrastinate while doing so or doing some research. Just, you know, whatever, just whatever constitutes my day of writing. Alright, so I have decided that I am going to be working on Seraphim, this main project of mine, and I usually listen to music whenever I write and everything. I won't be able to play it on here for copyright reasons, but I will be pulling from my YouTube on my laptop, so that I can just, you know, get into the mood and everything. Just so. Yeah, and I probably will be doing voiceover for this next few bit, and also pausing to make sure that, you know, it's just like, just, you know, just to show some of the stuff that I'm doing and everything, so yeah.
One lesson I had to learn on this journey of mine was that I needed to learn to pace myself. If you actually looked at my journey for Arboreal Lugs, I actually rushed myself quite a bit, and it definitely was not a good thing. Yeah, I ended up just rushing through, and I actually ended up making a lot of mistakes the first time, and it did in fact cost me. So now I know that I need to just pace myself to actually go through and go everything with a fine-tooth comb, and be wary of just what I can do and what I can fix and everything. So that was definitely a piece of advice that I wish someone would have given me when I first started out. But writing has always been fun for me, and I want to show other people that they can be writers too. Whether they're insane or not, it's just like the stories that you can come up with in your mind, it's like it's very, very poignant, and the limit is only your imagination. And I think a lot of people actually forget that, and it's hard to see that a lot of people are sort of taken away from that passion of writing just because people tell them that they don't have the quote-unquote talent. Stephen King says On Writing, a memoir of the craft, that anyone can learn to be a great writer. It's whether or not that you have the drive to do so. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Just it's a very poignant quote, and it's just, I wish a lot of people would just keep that in mind whenever they decide to start on this journey.
I've got to rest my fingers some because that was sort of intense and everything. So yeah. I usually like to write a page or two at a time, specifically because I don't want to overwork myself, which is sort of the complete opposite of what I was doing when I was first writing and everything, when I was working on Arboreal Lux. I was working on Arboreal Lux, and my entire goal was that I would do 10 pages a day, which is basically 5 pages front to back, because I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I write by hand first, and then I type it out. To put it bluntly and everything, I wasn't always making that goal, but I was also in a situation where, before I got in trouble with it at my last job, well, I don't see how it is part-time. I mean, like, I'm not working 5 days a week. I'm working anywhere from like 4 to 3 or 3 to 4. But I'm working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's I still don't technically see how that's just not full-time, but you get the gist. The whole thing about it is that when I write, I tend to write at my own leisure. I made the very gross mistake of trying to rush myself through the process when I really didn't need to. And it's funny now because as of October of this year, by the time I get done with this, I probably will have been working on Seraphim for a full year. And everything. So I probably won't be publishing these books until like maybe next year. If not, maybe hopefully November to December, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be in January of next year. At the latest, it's probably going to be during the summer. But yeah, that's basically just me. But what I do with my writing and everything is that I put on some music, like some lo-fi music, and I just write, and I write whatever comes to mind. And it's sort of weird because as a discovery writer and everything, when you write, you just let it go. You just let your brain go. You just let your brain go and everything and all that. And yeah. There are some times where I will have issues with something, like I write something down, it's like it doesn't necessarily feel right, so I'll go and I'll like do like little notes in the margins and everything, sort of to let me know that when I go back and do my edits and everything, when I go through and do my first round of annotations and edits, that I know what to change, what to keep the same, what to add, what to and whatnot. And that's sort of my way of doing it. I have a video about how I do my editing process and everything, where I talk about like your first draft is like the bare bones minimum of your story, and then your annotations and everything, when you go and do those first round of edits, you add what you need and you take out what you don't. You revise and you add some details, take some stuff out, you shorten some sentences, and you broaden others in it. And then as you work through to your final draft and everything, it becomes more and more of a story and more of a living creature than it was just when you started out. And I love using that dynamic and and using that analogy when talking about writing and everything, especially when you're writing a first draft all the way from the beginning of the first draft to the ending of your final draft, and just like how you sort of teach yourself to go from one end to the other, from point A to point Z, because there are a lot of stops along the way. And you just keep going forward. Sometimes you do have to take breaks and everything, but besides that, it's quite a journey, and it's always a journey worth taking. But yeah, I think that's all that I'm going to work on Seraphim for the time being. I have so many other projects that I want to work on, and I was supposed to work on some of them last night, but I was just going head on into Seraphim. Because I've been on such a roll this weekend. So I think I'm going to take a small little break from that, and I'm going to go into Dreams of Blood and Ink, which I've actually renamed into Dreams of Woven Ink. And because to me that just seems a little bit more apropos to the setting of the story and everything. I've also got to work on the Mortality Companion. I've got another story that I'm working on called Cafe Pantheon, and that's supposed to be sort of like humorous, but at the same time it's also supposed to be informative to all of the world mythologies and everything, and to all of world religions. And it's going to be particularly interesting because it's sort of episodic, but at the same time it's just like, it's supposed to be humorous but informative, and it's supposed to be a story that you can just, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be a journey of the protagonist and how she basically has to deal with all of these deities in this cafe that's in between the realms of the mortal and the divine. So I'm looking forward to expanding more on that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I also found the notebook for Ghosts of Birchwood Hollow, and I am hopefully going to be working a little bit on that today, possibly after I eat dinner. I am also supposed to be getting some questions ready for my mom to answer for Black Butler and everything, because she has agreed to be in the video for tomorrow on the Otaku Section for talking about Black Butler, talking about what we like about it, how the story differs from anime to manga, and like what details are just stick out to us and everything. So it's going to be particularly interesting. And I just hope it doesn't turn into a total catfight on camera, because my mom's such a big J. Michael Tatum fan, and she, I think, watches it more for him than she does for the story. And she's never read the manga before, so this will be particularly interesting, because she's heard my rants about it, so yeah. But yeah, that is basically my little writing bit for you guys, to sort of like see how much work I do from sort of a sped up point of view, actually. But it is fun to write and everything, and I just I love writing so much. Writing has always been an escape for me, and so is reading, and I don't think I could ever not write. And I'm glad that my boss is sort of the same way, because she's also writing a book as well. Hers, I think, is more specifically about grooming, but she also likes the fantastical side of things too. So I'm actually supposed to be bringing her a copy of my book to work later this week. So that will be particularly interesting to see how well she likes that. But yeah, that is the end of this video and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have somewhat learned your own pace, and or if you've not learned your pace, that you're slowly learning it. But just know that even as a professional writer, you are still learning along the way, and I'm definitely still learning. I've only published one book, and that's just me. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's just say that that I hope to do more videos like this. Hopefully we can actually get to a point where we can do a live stream and just do like a big writing session, and I will be having you guys write with me. I will be continuously checking on Discord and on the chat and everything to make sure that you guys have a pencil and paper ready for that. So yeah. If you liked this video and everything, please remember to subscribe and ring that bell for more notifications for more videos like this. And definitely like and leave a comment, please. Tell me what you liked about this video. Tell me what you like about my channel. Tell me what I probably need to change. And tell me about some of the books that you guys are reading right now. And also tell me about some writing projects that you guys are doing. I love to talk to you guys about writing. Anyone who's been a part of my live stream will know that I just love talking about writing to people and everything. So yeah. If you guys are interested in the prequel to this sequel trilogy that I'm working on, Arborea Lux, then that link is down in the description below. Arborea Lux is a supernatural dark fantasy with magic, with a little bit of magic, but not to the point where it's just like an entire plot point. It's just a small little detail. But it's filled with like romance, it's filled with mystery, it's filled with murder and mayhem. It's got a character that wants to throw a coup against the ruling family because of a personal vendetta. Our beloved protagonist, Arborea Luxalia, wakes up in a field of flowers and everything, of just muted gray flower, of sort of muted color flowers, and she is drawn towards the city of Obsidia Terma. And along the way, she's actually saved from 3 hell beasts by a Dampier named Silas. And along the way, she learns what she is. She learns that she's an Astroblood, a very, very pure kind of spirit, a pure-spirited person, and that she is the last of her kind because they've either have been killed or they've been so sheltered by the world that they essentially just die because they're not able to do what they're supposed to. And along the way, she's found herself bound by this personal quest to find out what happened to Silas's sister, the last Astroblood before her. And from the outskirts of the city all the way up to the royal estate, the road ahead gets darker and darker and darker. And even though she gets to meet a lot of more people and make a lot more allies in a way, there are some enemies, and some enemies that you don't know until the end. And I can't say any more about that because then that would be spoiling. If you guys want to read it, please go down to the description below and click on the link to go to Amazon and buy my book. And if you have bought it or and have read it already, please leave me a review on Goodreads or on Amazon or from wherever you buy it from. These reviews help me to get the book out and everything, to find other people who love this sort of genre and to love this sort of like dystopian fantastical worlds that I've created. I say dystopian when it's more of a historical what if, but you get my point. If you guys want to just help support the channel and everything, you can go and buy me a coffee. I have a Ko-Fi account. Ko-Fi is a website that allows you to leave tips for creators to help support their work and everything. And it's not necessarily through a subscription. If you have just a little bit of money and you want to donate, then that's perfectly fine. And that's just that. If you want to find some other ways of supporting the channel, both this channel and the Otaku Section, the link is also down in the description below. You can also check out all of my social media websites. I have a page for my author platform on Facebook. I have a Twitter page. I have Instagram. I have TikTok. I need to get back on TikTok so that I can do this campaign for Arborea Lux. And of course, if you don't want to do any of that, then you can please just like and subscribe, and please help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers before the end of the year. It's a small milestone, but it is a milestone that is helpful nonetheless on this journey of mine. And I hope you guys enjoy all the content that I have created and that I will. This is Kat the Crowling's author here at the Magic Library with some minor lower back problems. But I hope you guys have a very wonderful day, and I hope you guys continue to love the content on my channel. Bye guys!